It appeared today that on Wall Street, the uncertainty of the Trump administration's strategy might reverse at first. The stock market pushing ahead this morning at first. But in the end, it was another down day for investors and for worried Americans as well. And the troubles internally in the White House are now spreading. Two of the president's closest advisors are at odds, and Mr. Trump's use of tariffs are not exactly scaling back. Quite the contrary. All this while the president pushes something that experts say doesn't exist: clean coal. Eyewitness News anchor Mike Marza monitoring all the controversial action of today. Michael?
Bill, at that coal event at the White House, President Trump says the United States is taking in $2 billion per day from tariffs. But he did not provide details, and economists continue to question the math and the formula for this controversial tariff policy that has rocked the global economy. Stocks soared at the open.
There was hope that the White House would be negotiating with some of these countries that we can get some of these tariff rates down.
But as morning faded into the afternoon, by the closing bell, green turned red again.
Nothing's fundamentally changed, and so investors really didn't have a reason to stay in the market.
The so-called reciprocal tariffs set to take effect at midnight, including China's new 104% levy.
And he believes that China wants to make a deal with the United States. He believes China has to make a deal with the United States. It was a mistake for China to retaliate. The president, when America is punched, he punches back harder.
Yesterday, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu agreed to a deal. The White House says Japan and the European Union also are talking. The administration trying to downplay the mixed messages, though, about whether it is even willing to budge.
That the president will always pick up the phone for other nations and other companies that call this administration. The president always has a listening ear, and it's a non-negotiable fact that America has faced a national security and economic crisis for many decades.
The White House says at least 70 countries are asking to work something out, but if so, when?
How soon do you think we could see some deals be made?
Well, we have one of the Vietnamese officials coming in this week. The Japanese are very eager to get over, and I think you're going to see a couple of big trading partners do deals very quickly.
President Trump's trade war has not only rattled global financial markets, but it's sparked an internal battle. The Washington Post reporting Elon Musk, who's heading the effort to slash federal jobs, personally asked President Trump to stop the tariffs. One of the architects of the tariff policy, Peter Navarro, taking a shot at the Tesla CEO yesterday.
Elon's a car manufacturer.
Musk responded to Navarro online, calling him a moron. While all of that is playing out, and if you're fortunate to have a retirement account, it is likely held in the S&P 500, which, by the way, has lost $6 trillion in the 4 days since that so-called Liberation Day, the day the tariffs were announced. So much to unpack here. How did we get here? What does it all mean for you, especially if you are planning to retire anytime soon, or buy a sofa or a TV, or maybe need a phone upgrade? We're going to answer your questions in a 30-minute special, the Eyewitness News Guide to Tariffs. That is tomorrow at 5:30, live right here on Channel 7 and at ABC 7 NY. We hope you'll join us.